Hello, I am doing a midweek Eastenders review because yesterday and the day before was just too much to handle. I swear to God, yesterday's episode on Tuesday, it was so good. I was literally on the edge of my seat. Honestly, I don't understand why Eastenders is so good at the moment. This week and the 2 weeks before have been brilliant. So, the wedding, oh my god, it was actually so good. Like, it tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. I just thought it was the perfect soap wedding because, you know, all the scenes at the actual wedding were beautiful, but you had the drama going on at the same time. Like, you know, Phil had just found out what Callum did and he was on the warpath. I don't know what he was going to do. And while that was going on, you had the Bailey storyline as well. So there's so much drama going on. Because obviously it's a soap. You can't just have them get married, everyone's happy. You've got to have some drama in there as well. It would be lovely if they just were happy and everything was fine, but it would be a little bit boring, I guess. You know, it's a soap, it's what's going to happen. I thought it was really good, so well done. And as much as I loved the wedding, the part of the episode that really stood out to me was at the end when Phil confronted Callum, because I was expecting Callum to just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But he actually fought back. He was like, do you know what? Yeah, I did what I did because I was trying to help. I was trying to get Ben away from you. But that made me really happy because I was fully expecting him to just start apologising, begging for forgiveness, and I just couldn't be bothered with it. So when he actually started fighting back, I was just like, yes, go on. So what happened next? Ben came along and he was almost asking for permission to be a good person, and it made me realise that there's sort of two sides to Ben's quest for acceptance from his dad. There's trying to get acceptance for being gay, which he'd more or less got, obviously, because Phil was on board with everything, paying for the honeymoon, so there's that side of it. But there's also the fact that Phil wants Ben to be a Mitchell. Yes, Phil's okay with Ben being gay now, but it doesn't mean there's not expectations there. He still wants him to be part of the business, doing crime and all that stuff. It made a lot of sense because the issue Phil has with the relationship is not about Ben being gay anymore. It's the fact that Callum's a good person, and for them to be together, Ben can't really be super involved with the Mitchells anymore. Do you know what? I'm starting to think that Callum's career in the police is more of like metaphorical symbolism for the fact that he's a good person. He's, well, not that the police are always good people, but in this sense he's always tries to do the right thing, whereas Ben, well, and the Mitchells will just, they'll protect their family at all costs, but they don't really care about anyone else, and they don't really have a lot of integrity when it comes to being a good person. They're very cutthroat, they'll do whatever it takes. That's the one thing that doesn't really work between them. So this really was a big turning point when Ben was like, we don't have to be like this, we can be better. It was honestly beautiful to watch that scene. I thought that scene was even more beautiful than the wedding itself, just because it's been such a long time. Ben's been in the show since he was born, for goodness sake, and as long as we've known him, he's always been trying to get acceptance from his dad, trying to be enough from his dad, and this was really him standing there and saying, please, can we just not do this? Can we just be good people? This is what I love about soaps as well, because where else do you get to follow a character's entire life story from their birth to adulthood to, who knows, maybe death one day if Eastenders goes on for that long. This storyline, it's been going on pretty much since he was a child, almost. This whole, you know, his relationship with his dad. Yeah, this is big this week. It's been a long time coming. This is the climax of a storyline that's been going on for decades, in my opinion. So we all know what happened after that. Whitney goes completely mad and drives the car into someone. Right, I know I'm probably supposed to be annoyed at Whitney at the moment because she is sort of ruining everything, but if there's one thing that I love and care about and understand in this world, it's a completely deranged woman. So I'm kind of just like, good for her at this point. Look, I understand if people are angry at Whitney, as long as we remember who the real enemy is, that it is Gray. As we all know, I've been very stressed out that Callum is going to die. Right, so I do have a little spoiler alert for this next bit, because it's not an officially released spoiler, but basically I know who got hit by the car that Whitney was driving. So if you don't want to know, I'll put in a timestamp and you can skip this bit. So basically, I saw on Twitter that someone posted the audio description version, and the person who did the audio description said Whitney drives her car and hits Kat, so we know it's Kat who got hit by the car. If I wasn't aware of that, I would still be very, very stressed that Callum was going to die, because literally the past week and a half now I've just been stressed out about him possibly dying. I don't think that's gonna happen now. I guess Phil could still possibly do something, but yeah, I don't even think he's going to get hurt anymore. I'm not saying I wanted him to get hurt, but it would have been very dramatic. But no, I'm glad he's not going to get hurt. It might have been a good storyline, but... So yeah, that storyline is so good at the moment. I can't wait to see the fallout of all of this on Thursday. I'm actually in pain that it's Wednesday today, because I've got to wait a whole day. To be fair, that's probably for the best, because I could do with a break as well. So Ben, Callum, Whitney, Phil stuff definitely stole the show for me this week. But to add on top of all that stress, you had Bailey's storyline going on at the same time, which I think really added to the episode as a whole, because it just gave it that bit more tension. Oh, just like every scene it cut to, it was like a storyline that I'm fully invested in. There was no sort of filler apart from like the Nancy stuff, but it's fine, it's fine. It honestly felt so hopeful when you thought they were going to find her. It was like, oh, thank goodness for that, thank goodness for this kind old man. I don't know who he was, but what a lovely person that character was, who found her. But obviously she ran off again, and once again I've got to commend Karen's acting, because you could just feel the heartbreak radiating off of her. Her facial expression when that man told her that Bailey had run off again, she just looked heartbroken. It was so well acted. I honestly think that woman is amazing. I'm going to leave it there because I really need to start focusing on my real life and not just think about Eastenders all the time. Thank you so much for watching. My last video actually got 100 views, which I was so surprised about, so thank you so much. And I also noticed it got some likes as well, so thank you so much if you liked that video. Honestly, it just makes me so excited. I know it sounds silly because it's only like some views and some likes, but you know, I've only just started making videos by myself, so it's just so lovely that, you know, people have actually liked them. So thank you so much if you did that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.